Oh, hey, everybody. That's right. It's that time again. Time for Drinks with Dee Dee.
And John,
And love you.
love you. Happy to be here in Madison.
And for the record, we were not canceled. We weren't postponed. We weren't removed from the air indefinitely like some. I'm sorry, not indefinitely. What did they say? They used a very tricky word, like for further examination. They used a word so that they could turn tail and run and put Jimmy Kimmel back on the air.
Yeah, that was a surprise. What I felt was offensive about all that was I think it was good they did it.
Which
Because
that they
they took him off. But what was offensive is they said they were going to do a Charlie Kirk special that night of the memorial,
mm-hmm.
and they ended up playing reruns of Celebrity Family Feud.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. I mean, I love Celebrity Family Feud. I was on it. It was fun. But don't say you're going to play the memorial or a special about Charlie Kirk, and then you do that. They're even reruns.
They kind of messed up every conceivable way. Number one, well, here's what I believe happened. I know you didn't ask, but you're dying to know because I've been in television. We've been in television for a long time. So what was happening was Jimmy Kimmel's ratings were plummeting and plummeting and plummeting. And as far as I'm concerned, Bob Iger and the gang were looking for any excuse at all to pull the plug. They didn't want it to appear political, but there was an opportunity where Jimmy Kimmel, who has gotten so used to the taste of his foot in his mouth because that's where it lives, he said something that back in my day, there used to be an organization or a department within all of the networks called Standards and Practices. And if you violated it was in case somebody went out and made a fool of themselves publicly before the internet or all that, and did some horrific interview somewhere. That the network, it was only CBS, ABC, and NBC. They could say, "Up, you're in violation of the standards and practices. You have therefore breached your contract. You're fired." Problem with a deal like Jimmy Kimmel has, why they didn't do that. I wish they had done that because then they could have just fired him. But the way it is now, I think Jimmy Kimmel will get paid for the rest of his contract
so
regardless.
Then they've got to pay someone else, and they don't want to pay two people.
But they gave in twice. So first, it appeared, actually, I don't think they gave in the first time. I think they took advantage of an opportunity, like I said, to get rid of a failing show. Failed show. Let's call it what it is. It's a failed show.
The Charlie Kirk movement and the sentiment was so big, they'd be crazy to not address it. And so at least they did that, and then they backtracked right away.
And then, yeah. So they took it off seemingly because he said something bad. We know how I feel about that. It was it's just dumb. So then they made a big stink about that. And then I started reading where there was backlash against Disney for taking, now you've got to question this. It's kind of like when historically you're in a state where 67% of people vote, which is huge, and all of a sudden 300% of people vote. So you've got to wonder why this show stayed on the air. If it didn't stay on the air to further the propaganda of its owners, then what was it on there for? It wasn't making any money, and we all knew that. So they stopped the show. They made a statement, and I think a bunch of conservative people like us said, "Way to go! That's great. That's showing at least that you care about decency. We're not talking about politics here. We're talking about decency. There are some things. If Johnny Carson said something terrible, and I think he may have on like maybe two occasions in, gosh, how long was he on? 20 years? He would apologize. He would say, I said something the other night, and I believe it, but I shouldn't say it on the air, and I apologize to everyone who's watching. I believe Johnny Carson would do that. We've seen Bill Maher do it. Of all the people in the world, I did Politically Incorrect several times. Of all the people in the world that we would expect last to say, I thought about that, and I'm starting to change my mind. I'm having a change of heart on that subject. Way to go, Bill. Way to go.
But on a good note, at least, it's so tragic and so terrible about Charlie Kirk. But the good news is it's really cemented a huge movement. And, and our folks are not going to watch tonight. John posted something saying, hey, just boycott the show. Don't watch.
Just don't watch.
Don't watch.
If his ratings go up, if this, how we equate it is that what ABC, it's ABC, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. ABC, Disney, what they have done now is they've towed a Lamborghini to the side of the road, they've turned it upside down and set it on fire. They want everybody to watch. That's why they release such propaganda, I'll say it, as, Jimmy Kimmel does have something to say tonight, but it's going to fall short of an apology.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. So why watch it? Why give your eyes and your analytics and your viewership to something that you can watch and you're going to be able to hear this clown not apologize tomorrow on YouTube? Why not do that? It's going to be everywhere, whatever it is he says or does not say tonight. But you don't have to watch that show to find out what that is.
And the
Please
Democrats
don't.
would be really mad if you had said, well, it was a Democrat that killed Charlie Kirk. What? I mean, they shouldn't have said anything like that either, but no, it was MAGA. Really? Mm-hmm. Didn't seem like a MAGA guy to me.
It's kind of, yeah.
Not even close.
And by the way, for clarification, in case you have forgotten, which if you watch this podcast, of course you haven't, Make America Great Again. Tell me the offensive word in that statement. Yeah, Make, is that a bad word?
He was just trying to say it was a right-winger who did it, and it wasn't.
With no evidence whatsoever. But by God, what we're learning about this person is now, as they say in the
there
South,
are crazy people out there.
That dog won't hunt, Jimmy.
There are crazy people out there.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
There are crazy people out there that do terrible things, and the problem is that I'm quite sure that the indoctrination of this young man, I'm not making excuses for him at all. He did what he did. He told people he did what he did, and he needs to take his medicine for it. But how did this young man, 22, how did this young man's perspective go so, how did he come to believe at 22 years old that this was a good, right, and noble thing to do? That had to be done in order to save the world.
But I will tell you a great, right, noble thing was John Schneider, who wrote, produced with friends, and in less than a week, or maybe it was right at a week, had a song called Charlie's Words, which is amazing.
We wrote it on Monday, recorded it on Wednesday, and by Friday at 6 o'clock, it had over 1 million views already. Mm-hmm. So thank you for being part of that.
Yeah, well, more than that now. That was maybe a couple days ago.
But I have to tell you, while every sentiment in there, and it was Brandon Will and I wrote this, we actually, during the Chicago, if you were at the Chicago convention, the Smallville Festival last weekend, and you saw me on my phone, I was writing back and forth with Brandon Will the words to this song. But here's what happened. We were at a restaurant last week, and, my wife here has an Emmy from Fox.
No, not from Fox. You don't get Emmys from stations. You get
I'm
Emmys
sorry.
From the Academy.
From the Academy. I apologize.
Television Academy.
For work on Fox.
And otherwise.
Okay.
I had an internet, just so everybody knows, international talk show. So it was specifically for that. But it was definitely a Republican story. A far right. Well, I wouldn't say a far right, but a conservative story.
Not anymore.
Right.
Far right's getting further right every day.
But thank you, honey. But I was on Fox all the time, and I did a lot of TV. But this particular Emmy was for an international talk show, and I cherish that. That's wonderful. So thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. So she got that. She has that. So she has. She called someone at Fox and said, John is writing a tribute song about Charlie. I just ordered lunch, and I'm like, what? She said,
Charlie.
Oh, yeah, he'll talk to you. Oh, sure. Yeah. An hour? Fine. Okay. All right. Thank you. Click. What did you do? So she inspired. Here's my analogy is that we're in an airplane And she throws the parachute out and then grabs me and says, hang on a second. It's like, and then she says, go get it. So the challenge was set before me. I then set the challenge in front of Brandon and Cody. So I called Cody McCarver and said, we need to record Tuesday or Wednesday. We absolutely have to get in the studio. And my preference is to have our usual, the band that we use in the studio. And he said, when? And he's thinking, 3 weeks, a month. And I said, this Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, I'll be right on it. He did it. Thank you, Cody. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Just washed my hair, and Brandon, I can't do a thing with it.
And the other guys.
Oh, my gosh. And everybody involved was just great. So we recorded this. Brandon and I finished writing it on Monday night. Then tweaked it a little bit on Tuesday, recorded it on Wednesday. I worked on the video. It was just great. It was totally inspired, and I think fueled by God, because it was like we did this in the amount of. There's no reason in the world we should have been able to do this in the amount of time.
Yeah, it was providence.
Yep.
Meant to be.
So
and it had to happen. And this song, I mean, look, there have been a lot of tribute songs.
As well, there should be. Absolutely.
There should be many, many, many. But John's really is the best one. It's special. And everybody says it, just saying.
Well, because it's got that.
Yeah.
The other ones are sweet and pretty. And we were working on it Monday night, and it was sweet and pretty. It might have been Sunday night. Anyway, we're working on it. And this one comes in and says, that's so sweet and so pretty. We don't need sweet and pretty. And I said, well, we'll rough it up when we do it. She said, you better, because right now it's sweet and pretty and nobody's going to just. So she says, I produced it and Cody produced it and Shane produced it, but so did she. Absolutely. Because she's the one that.
Well, Charlie Kirk was like
she's
that.
The one that threw the parachute out of the plane.
Well, he was always challenging and bigger in life, like you are, and his wife as well. And she's like, "You have no idea what you've done." And John used that.
Those are her words, yeah.
And those are, like John said in the end, a battle cry. And that is what Turning Point is doing. And of course, all proceeds of this song will go to Turning Point. We will certainly make nothing.
Why don't you take a look at the video here? Yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah, we're going to dedicate to Charlie Kirk and his family and give the money to Turning Point. And that's what we're doing.
Absolutely. So here's the song we're talking about. Enjoy it. We'll be right back. I know. It's still rolling, so we better go.
Let's go. Hit play.
If you saw it, you wish you hadn't. And if you were there, you wish you weren't. The day a single shot rang out and a bullet paused the earth. When they thought it was all over, they were sure we'd give it up. But they were wrong. It's so not true. It's up to us, 'cause we're not through. See what we do with Charlie's words. Charlie's words broke through the barricades. Charlie's words cut through the dark. Charlie's words gave silence people a purpose and a spark. They spoke of me, they spoke of you, they spoke of them and us and we. Charlie's words gave strength to people to get up on their feet and speak it loud, speak it proud, with the voice God gave to them. I tell you now, before we're through, they've no idea what they've done or what we'll do, me and you, with Charlie's words. A coward shot that was meant to silence echoes now all around the world. awoke and united, sleeping giants. The flag's forever now unfurled, while they laugh and mock our sorrow, thinking tears mean we're not tough. All they've done is fuel our fire. We're rising up to call their bluff with Charlie's words. Charlie's words broke through the barricades. Charlie's words cut through the dark. Charlie's words gave silenced people a purpose and a spark. They spoke of me, they spoke of you, they spoke of them and us and we. Charlie's words gave strength to people even when they disagree. To speak it loud and speak it proud with the voice God gave to them. I tell you now, before we're through, they've no idea what they've done or what we'll do. Me and you with Charlie's words. This conversation isn't over. This is a movement, not a trend. He gave his life for faith and freedom. Will you, will we, will I? Charlie's words broke through the barricades. Charlie's words cut through the dark. Charlie's words gave silenced people a purpose and a spark. They spoke of me, they spoke of you, they spoke of them and us and we. Charlie's words empowered people to rise up on their feet and speak it loud, and speak it proud with the voice God gave to them. I tell you now, before we're through, they've no idea what they've done or what we'll do. Me and you with Charlie's words. Talking about me and you and Charlie's words.
How do you want to be remembered? I mean, if I die?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith.
Yeah. You know, it was,
How do you?
oh, thank you. I love your hat. It's hard to.
Oh, and thank you. And by the way, before
Got a
we
James
get into that,
West.
yeah, this is because we always laugh about the Wild Wild West and about how
He
James
comes in like
West
this and then goes.
come in and then he tip the hat to kiss the girl. Because back in the day, the
Well, you
Western
bump
girls,
hats.
well, yeah, they usually had a big hat too. And
Well, you had, yeah, there's no way to around it.
but if I may, to interject before we go back to
Okay.
that very important subject of Charlie Kirk and remembering him and his family. On a lighter note, everyone knows I love hats. And in fact, we do a hat giveaway now every single show. There's like one gal that's not gotten back to us. So please, if you're watching, go back to the YouTube shows and we say, congratulations, you won. Give us your mailing address. We can't give you the
So
hat
check for mentions.
unless we know what your address is, and then we ship it off to you. But
Post office,
yeah,
which is right over
the
there.
post office we love. We love our post office. All the staff, they're so helpful.
Yep, absolutely.
So anyway, so this hat, before we do the giveaway. This hat came from Churchill May. Dear friends of ours, Tammy, I believe it's Tammy's business, but Tammy and Tanya, they do everything. They're lovely people, lovely sisters. I love this hat. I wore another one I got there yesterday that also had orange in it. And yesterday was the first day of autumn, and I love orange and browns for autumn. I love it. So anyway, this hat is fantastic. I'm keeping it because we bought it
That's
at
not the
Churchill
hat.
May. That's not the hat. This one is. But I love this hat too. It is exquisite.
Oh, yeah.
It's brown for autumn to bring you in
Is it
autumn.
corduroy? It is corduroy.
It's corduroy, it's lace, and it's also satin. It is exquisite. I love this hat.
I'm not going to try it on. Don't worry.
It's tough for me to give these hats away, but it also makes me happy because when you get them, it's like, oh, this is a beautiful hat. And
it's also vintage.
I love this.
It is vintage. I've never seen so many beautiful hats.
It's so pretty.
We were just watching, we finished watching Turn, and I turned Dee Dee on to Downton Abbey. And oh,
a lot of hats
gosh,
there.
the wardrobe and the hats. And then she would wear a scarf around the hat to hold the hat. Anyway, beautiful stuff. Beautiful hats. If you are a hat person, you will love this. If you're a costumer, you will appreciate this because
even
this
if
is.
you're not, you can give it away to someone like what we're doing. It's been fun to give the hats away, but it's hard to put them in a. And they put them. It's like a kid going to school. Put them in the box and send them off. But just
Put your
because
kids in
I
the
love
box
hats.
and send them off to school.
No, send them off to school like on the school bus.
Oh, there we go.
This is like putting the hat in the box and it's going away, but it'll give joy to people, and that's what's important.
So however you want to fold that, however you want to wear it. You know who I think of when I see this hat? I think of Lois Lane.
That is so
from the
that's
from
so
the TV show, not Smallville, but from the black and white
hers
TV
would be a little more conservative, but this would be like a little party hat, maybe.
I could see some. You're going to write their notes down. Okay,
so
there's the hat.
Let's get to the question.
Here's the question.
It's a twofer, but it's still.
I'm going to put this easy. Right here.
Like 3 weeks ago.
There.
If that falls, I will cry because the floor is wet. The deck is wet. Anyway, so it's a twofer, but it's easy. What is the 49th state admitted to the Union and the 50th state admitted to the Union? I bet you all know what they are, but you probably don't know the order.
Well, that says your order is different than you think, so
just tell us, what's the 49th and 50th state? That's all.
There you go.
And here's a little clue. You can't drive to them.
Yeah, that's a little clue.
Well, you can't drive to them.
Greenland.
It's staying in the United States. Look, we went easy last week. We're going easy this week. But next week, be ready because it's going to be hard.
Oh, you can't drive to them while staying in the United States.
That's right.
Good clarification. Gee.
So
like last week. Yeah.
So I bet people could type
this
that in.
This president, known for his hickory.
Well, everyone knew that too.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just feeling generous because I love autumn. It's our first show for this autumn of this year. I love this hat. I just love everything right now.
Yep.
I do. I love the hat. The question's easy, but next week it's going to be a little more challenging. 2 weeks ago it was. People had trouble with it. But
2 weeks ago you actually were
a little. I was a little confused myself, but other people got it. So anyway, what we do in the YouTube show is we say, "Congratulations, you win." And so
it's up to you then to find that.
Up to you, yeah. I mean, we may bring back hats if you don't claim them. It's like a lottery ticket. If you don't claim a lottery ticket, guess what? You ain't getting it.
We have some in the Bronco.
Yeah, we do. We do. I know. Sometimes I'll get
things
telling
me
that.
She's going to win the big one. We don't usually do it, but all of a sudden one day she said,
"I've never done it," but I'm like, "Why don't somebody's got to win?"
I can win the Powerball.
Because I always win stuff.
Yeah, well, if you have the winning ticket to the Powerball last month in that truck, that's not good.
I'll check it.
I want to celebrate
49th and 50th state. Let us know. And this will be yours.
That's right. You can't just name the two states. You have to name the order.
In order. And I think a lot of people get them mixed up. But now they'll know.
I'm sure
Charlie's
didn't know.
Words.
Broke through the barricade.
Charlie's words.
Cut through the dark.
Charlie's words.
Words get silenced. It says silenced people, a purpose and a spark. They spoke of you. They spoke of me. They spoke
Stays
of
with
them
you.
and us and we.
I'm gonna put
Charlie's words empowered people to get up on their feet.
I'm gonna put the beautiful hat in a place that it cannot get wet. I'll be right back.
Good idea. I'll be right
Yeah.
here. And I'm going to thank, I just posted, whoa, it's okay. It's all right.
Did I move the camera?
It's just because we're on the porch. We're on our new porch. You can see it, right? There was a something that came up. Somebody I follow. Gosh, I don't know his name, but I posted on my Facebook just a little bit ago, and it was a young black man who was saying, "Look, I'm obsessed now with Charlie Kirk because of you." So this plan that if people continue to say terrible things, it's backfired too. It's amazing to me. All things work for good anyhow. What this young man said was, I was only kind of aware, if at all, of Charlie Kirk before all you started hating on him. You know, so it was, I thought, well, I want to find out what this guy said. Is he really that bad? Is he terrible? And he said, so now I'm looking at these, and it leads to a string of videos. He said, now I'm looking at these debates, and I challenge you who say these terrible things about Charlie Kirk to watch a debate and actually take his answers in context, not just the little soundbite. And I've said this so many times, don't just keep spewing out the hatred that comes over your phone. Now, if you agree, I don't believe in hatred, but if you agree with whatever comes over your phone, at least read it and watch these things in context and see whether or not you actually agree that he was a terrible person. And if you do, that's your right. And I believe with all my heart and soul that Charlie gave his life for your right to feel that way. But he also demanded, because he was so smart and I believe so eloquent, he demanded that you bring your A game to that tent in that debate. Because if you're going to challenge him on something, he was going to come back at you with a very well-formulated, long-lived, although I think the proper pronunciation is lived, perspective.
Very smart.
And if there was one I watched the other day where he was debating against, and then this woman said something, and he said, I like that. I like that. I'm going to put that in here. He wasn't afraid to have his mind changed. Right? What did it say on his tent? It's is it changed my mind? Or
Prove me wrong.
prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I think, now prove me wrong. I'm not being critical of their marketing, but I think what he means is change my mind. Bring to us the body politic, bring to us an opinion, a perspective, and a delivery of said opinion and said perspective that will challenge us to keep thinking the way we do. But if not, change my mind. I've had my mind changed on several occasions. And that sounds silly. I'm 65 on several occasions. I'm opinionated, but occasionally someone will come up to me and say, she likes my snaps. Someone will say something that makes me have to, I call it a recipe card file. Got to put it back there in my recipe card file and see what comes out. And I relish those times. It's sometimes it's boring to feel the same way for so long.
Charlie's words.
What else is going on in the world? Here, wait, I'm going
Charlie's
to touch the screen I guess we're still good. Yeah.
Well, I want to remind everybody.
Oh, hey, by the way, just got we're running the song through an amazing composer and conductor named Larry Hall. He did all of the scoring for To Die For. And he just took a pass. He's sending me a pass right now of Charlie's words with some orchestral work done to it. Once we get that done, I'll put that on Vimeo, the version of Charlie's words that's on YouTube, which has had now almost 500,000 views, over 2 million views collectively. But and remember, all that any proceeds go to Turning Point USA. But I'll put it in Vimeo, then I'll post that on my Facebook page, because in Vimeo you can replace the video. So as the orchestration gets put in, I'm going to replace that video, but I can't do it on YouTube or you lose all the analytics. On Vimeo, you keep them.
But
So I'll
John's
post
song
that.
was so good. You did in such a short period of time. So he was like kind of like polishing it up. And the thing about Larry is he puts in the orchestra,
Oh my God.
French horns and whatever. I mean, it will be, because it's already an anthem. It really will be beautiful if he is up to the challenge. I assume he is, or he wants to.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What did he say? I mean, does he say yeah?
Oh, he said, I love the song. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm honored to give it
Well,
a,
that's a
honored
big
to
deal.
give it a,
Yeah. He'll make it absolutely.
so he just
beautiful.
sent me,
Epic.
he just
It's
sent me
epic.
one. And when we're done recording this podcast, I'm going to listen to it for the first time. I'm very excited. Thank you, Larry. Greatly appreciate it.
But again, want to thank you all for all the suggestions for our 50 state Happy Birthday America tour.
Say hi to your beautiful wife. Sorry. Yes.
And cheers to America. Happy Birthday, America. Next 4th of July is the 250th birthday of our country. And guess what?
Happy birthday.
This last week, we would have hit several states, but instead, we came back from Chicago to Nashville to record Charlie's words because we had to.
Yeah.
John had to.
Absolutely.
It was such a big mission, so we are behind. Well, I don't say behind. But
No,
we're
I was
not
editing
as
last
far
night.
ahead as we would have been.
We're not behind. We're just not as far ahead as we thought.
Yeah. Because we still have a year, but there are 50 states. It's a lot. And guess what? 2 of them we can't drive to in the states. I wonder what those are.
I don't know.
But if you know what they are in the order, you'll get that beautiful
They've already
brown
gotten
hat.
this. So there's 500
Some
people
I
already
know.
got that.
That's okay, though. Sometimes it's good to make things easy. It's been a tough week for everybody, so let's have something easy and fun. But again, suggestions galore, please. Any suggestions you have of stops in your state or a state that you love, please let us know. We are looking at everything, and we're having a ball with it.
I'm just starting Connecticut right now. So
then there's that.
Doing Connecticut. Did Indiana? It's from your hat. Did Indiana? Did Tennessee?
And what John's referring to is we're doing a documentary. It's a 10-part documentary.
5 states per part.
Per episode.
Right.
And John's almost done with the first one. I can't wait to see it. Because John's a genius with music and with TV and movies or whatever. Whatever you put in front of you, you get it done. He can do anything. It's true.
Our hope is that it's informative and that it's fun and that you learn something about individual states that maybe you didn't know. So we're not going to the to all the obvious places.
Some.
For example, we did when we were in Manhattan. We didn't go to the Empire State Building. We didn't go to Ground Zero. We went to France's Tavern, where General Washington finally got to take control of York City back during the Revolutionary War. And actually, that's where he said goodbye to his troops because it was done, and we had won. And then he went on to be, I would say, kind of a reluctant president.
Yeah, remember when we're in Philadelphia, we're in that room when they were voting. Yeah. And then George Washington, they said, "Oh, I've got to get. I don't want to be in the room."
He didn't want to be there, and I don't think he wanted to influence either.
Right. But it sounds
like he'd be a hard person to look in his eye and not vote for him, from what I understand.
But it sounds like it was kind of already a done deal. People wanted General Washington to be the first president. But the fun part, and we may have discussed it here before on our podcast about the timeline. So some people are like, well, it needs to be president for life. Well, isn't that what we decided against, a monarchy? And then others said, well, maybe a year. Well, that's not very long.
That's not enough time, not even without communication and transportation, it's not enough.
Yeah, so, I mean, that is what our legislators do, and that's what the Supreme Court does, and that is a republic. We are a constitutional republic, not a democracy.
Correct.
We believe in democracy, but that is not our setup, just so everyone remembers.
Love that. I'm moving this. I don't have my timer up there anymore. Oh, well. So, Tony, I don't know how much time we have left, but we'll keep talking until we see something. I don't know.
Well, it's confirmed. I'm looking at this. New Star and Sinclair will not resume airing Jimmy Kimmel. So again, as John
Thank you,
posted,
New Star. Thank you, Sinclair. That's what I posted on. I didn't know
But
New
none
Star was. That's great. So
Yeah.
that means, wait a
they're
minute.
part of it as well.
Well, that's.
They're not
it.
airing the Kimmel Show.
I think that's it then.
Well, I don't know.
That's two of three. I think.
Yeah, I don't know the third one.
These are affiliates, and affiliates have the right to play what they want or not.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
big thing there.
That's a big thing there. But we are so excited about the tour, even though we took a detour, but it was for Charlie Kirk's and the song.
Yep.
So this
Well
weekend, we're going to Salt Lake City. So we hope to see you there if you're around the area, and then we're going to go
Fan
to
X
Spokane.
at the Salt Palace Convention Center. Now it's weird here. Thursday, so while you're watching this, so it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
This weekend.
It is this weekend,
Yeah,
but
we
it's
just start
Thursday. I don't think I've
They
ever done
started
one
there,
on
I
Thursday.
guess, I don't know, maybe.
Because we didn't go to
Maybe
this
in
one last
Utah,
year.
they don't do Sunday stuff.
Probably not.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
God bless them
thinking.
for it. I think that's great. I think that's great. Uh-oh. You left the door open.
Oh, I did.
I'll be right back.
I was so excited coming back that I left the door open, and then, and there aren't bugs here in Indiana.
Just drank one.
You just drank a bug?
I did.
Nice. Well,
I drank a bug. My, oh my, swallowed a fly. What else is going on?
No. I guess you'll
There wasn't a lady
cry.
who swallowed a spider that wiggled and jiggled and
Something inside her.
jiggled inside her.
That's a
She
bad
swallowed
song.
She swallowed a spider to eat the fly. She swallowed. Anyway, it's great.
Terrible because at the end it says, I guess she'll die. That's a horrible song. We're not going to say that part. I guess you'll cry.
100 bottles of beer on the wall, 100 bottles of beer. You drink one down and pass it around, and 99 bottles of beer.
I am Henry VIII.
What else is going on in the world?
Well, let me tell you this funny thing between John and me. So there are certain songs that if you sing them, you cannot get them out of your head.
No, don't.
But ours is, it must have been the mistletoe. And it's a song John did with Reba McEntire in Christmas in 2.
It's a wonderful song. It's a wonderful movie. But
when the Christmas stuff pops up, we always start singing that. And then it's like all day. We're like,
oh, you start doing it all year. It is the catchiest song ever.
It's so cute. It's
the magic in the frosty air. Are we only at 32 minutes? Oh, but we showed the video, which is 6 minutes.
Yeah.
True.
Well, do you have somewhere to go? Are you in a hurry?
No. I just want to know
what. We have all kinds of things to talk about, but I can't see what's going on either. It's really weird.
That's okay. He can see us. It's fine. The sun is coming out. When we sat here initially, it was very overcast. Big weekend here in Madison, Indiana, right? This is how do you say it?
Chautauqua. Chautauqua.
And you can go to Mad Love and get a Chautauqua.
You know what I love about our friends and fans, and not, I never want to insult anyone, saying that, but people are coming to Madison now and checking it out.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And they love it. They're like, oh my God, we love Madison. And Madison really is amazing. And thank you again, Mayor Bob Courtney, who's fantastic.
Hey, Mayor Bob.
He gets the job done. And but it's always difficult because municipal government is tough because you're filling potholes and picking up trash and doing these things.
Putting in new sewer systems.
Yeah, dogs are in other people's yards, and they have to deal with things that are not exactly glamorous, but they're very important to our lives.
Yep.
And Bob does a great job. Thank you, Mayor Bob.
Thank you, Mayor Bob. And hello, Mayor Bob, my brother, Mayor Bob. Did you hear? I'm getting her watching Downton Abbey. And Brother Bob and Susie, they were the ones that got me watching.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's good. Well, last night we were watching, and the father was telling some news, and he ran out of the room, and I told John, I said, for sure the war started. Yeah, because I knew the timeline and whatever. I mean, and that is like, the war starts is terrible.
It's fun watching historical fiction with someone who knows history.
Well, I knew. I mean, you could tell by the look on his face. It's like World War I started. Yep. And England got really destroyed, World War I and II. It was very difficult in England.
Yeah.
And we're going there in November, by the way. So
we're going to Liverpool. Going to Liverpool with the Smallville crowd.
And I'm hoping
Maybe
we
do
can
Graham
go to
Norton
Scotland.
again.
We'll see. I'd love to go play golf in Scotland. And I'm Clan Napier. Those are my people.
Oh, and there's a
Clan
Napier. There's a
Napier.
Napier in Downton Abbey. So she's all, look, I told you we're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, but in America. I mean, it's usually like Appalachian, Eastern Kentucky, Eastern Tennessee, and some West Virginia, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But Napier's, remember what you saw the other day that, it was in the tape. He invented the decimal point.
Oh, that's right.
And I said, oh, wait for this. And
A
I knew what they were
scientist
going to
named
say.
Napier invented the decimal point.
John Napier, I believe, invented the decimal point. And that was in the...
Where did we see that?
No, we didn't see it. We were listening to the book on tape.
Oh, yeah.
And was that?
Dan Brown.
Yeah.
Guy that wrote the Da Vinci Code, and we're listening to one of his books. Yeah, it's great.
Really different. This is like Secret of Secrets, and it is bizarre. I mean, I think in a fascinating way. So I would recommend it.
The book? Absolutely.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Absolutely. We travel so much that we
Fascinating.
listen. I mean, I would love to sit and read, and I haven't done that in a while, but we listen to books. It's where we listened to the last couple of Reacher novels. Still love that show. Waiting for another one to come
When
out.
we drive, we definitely listen to books. But this one's fascinating.
Oh yeah, it's great because they start off by saying everything we mention. The story is fiction, but all of the
Facts.
all the organizations, all the historical facts, all this is all true. All these groups of people and what the golem. Anyway, it's really it's Secret of Secrets. Is that the name of it? Okay, Secret of Secrets is the name of it. We belong to Audible. Love listening to Audible. It's been great. So if you're going to go on a road trip, do that. Or if you sit and read, I'd love to sit on our beautiful porch and read. But that's what's been going on with us, and editing the new show, or the first episode of the documentary. That's been fun. Like I said, moving on to Connecticut right now. What is the state song of Connecticut? Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
Wouldn't the girls be handy?
Handy, yes.
You mean handy like handsy?
Not handsy, no handy.
Or
like
handy like you,
dance well.
Like you fix a cabinet? Handy?
Sure, like a fix-it.
Oh, by the way.
A fix-it person.
By the way, Tony will send you this, but John made my hat wall. And there's going to be another hat wall.
I figured out what to do with her hats. I figured it out.
Because we got a lot of room, but those hats take up a lot of room. And John put it on one wall. It's going to be on another. And it's beautiful. It's an artistic display. I love you, honey. Thank you.
It is. Oh, thank you. And we didn't have to paint. Because now you can't. If I painted the walls, you can't see them. Because they're covered in hats.
Walls, but we don't need to paint those walls. Yes, we like kind of fun and fabulous. And, we have all kinds of ideas for the places we want to be. If it's not fun, it's not worth it. You make it fun.
So I'm actually thinking about putting that idea on my Pinterest page. Oh, well.
The hat wall is amazing. And I have to tell you, it was so funny when we went to our front store. And they go, oh, Dee Dee, we have hats. And I'm like, woo! Because John's always like, how many more hats do you need? Well, I need them all. And I feel good about it because we're giving away hats every week on the podcast. And they're beautiful hats. They're not like
They are beautiful hats.
Doesn't mean we won't give a cap away here and there. I mean, but these hats are lovely. They're beautiful. The detail is incredible. And I am enjoying giving them away.
So check this out. This is the idea I came up with. If you have, a couple of hundred hats laying around and you want to
more than that,
hang them up, display them in some way, the angle is important. Because I thought about just putting them on something straight up and down.
How John's done it.
All of the lines in this building are longitude and latitude. That's it.
Right.
That's it. So it's either straight up and down or straight across.
But that's what it is.
So I took a room that does this, and I added a little bit of that to it. And her hats are all different colors and different sizes and shapes. And
it's artistic. It's beautiful.
It also makes it so they stay up on that board easier.
And
So
then
anyway,
our friend Kim and Jeff, they own Mad Love, the restaurant where we're at most of the time. And that's where we were. And I said, oh, honey, you're doing a song for Charlie Kirk.
no, you said, honey, you're talking to Fox in an hour about the song
Yeah.
you're writing.
Yeah. And why not? Because you can do anything.
Well, thank you.
And guess what? Hello, you did it.
But what's funny is I was thinking about a song because I thought, okay, well, it's Charlie's words. That's it.
Of course.
It's Charlie's words.
And it is amazing.
Ah,
Definitely look up, everybody, look. You have to check out Charlie's words. YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Eventually, it can be downloaded, and that will all go to Turning Point. It takes a minute to do that. I mean, it was only
well, but
5 days.
anything that came from, there's been like I said, 500,000 views on YouTube, and that's monetized. So that money will go to Turning Point too.
Yeah.
So
we want to just help Turning Point
yep.
and the mission.
Absolutely.
So we'll do what we can.
Keep the dialogue. Keep the dialogue
in the
going.
world.
Yeah, but if you are hearing that Charlie Kirk was somebody who stopped the dialogue, then I challenge you to watch some of the debates, like the young man said that I posted. You know, he basically has been forced by people who want him to believe that Charlie Kirk was Hitler, and he's now gone. He said, I went down this rabbit hole. I didn't want to, but I had to. I had to see what you were talking about. My God, I want to see this horrible person, and I'm watching this.
And he realized he's not a horrible person.
He's not a horrible person.
He was an amazing person.
Who
and
was incredibly articulate.
Gosh, so much so.
In what he believed.
See, but here's the thing, I think, folks. Charlie Kirk, when that happened, I mean, as all of you, I was so devastated and shocked, and it was so upsetting. I mean, we cried. We both cried.
He was one of those people you watch him and you feel like somehow you know him.
But I
never met him. You ever meet him?
No, I did not. My cousin's daughter was going to work for him, and they said, hey, Dee Dee, what do you think about Charlie Kirk? And I'm like, oh, my God, do it. He's amazing. If you can work with Charlie Kirk, do it. Because he's very, very young. He was very young.
31.
He was so good at what he did and so inspiring. And it was like, and he moved mountains. But he reminded me of John. So that's why I thought, like, John needs to certainly do a song. And John already had it in his head to do it. I just pushed it because it needed to be done before the memorial. And it was. And it's like millions of views. But John is big and good looking, outspoken, doesn't care. Hello, Charlie Kirk. Same thing. Loves his wife, loves the world. And this martyr for the world needs to be remembered. And in fact, we talked about it on the last show. I think he should be sainted.
Yeah, so this is a guy, if this is a repeat, I apologize, but this was a guy who encouraged debate, he encouraged conversation, he gave an open mic, he gave voice to people, some of whom are now, or some who never got the mic, who never watched a debate, who are now saying he was a divisive character. He wasn't a divisive character.
He was a saint. I mean, I think that's where we cut out before, because the weather's weird today, so we keep kind of cutting out everywhere. But I feel like Charlie Kirk should be sainted. He did so much and he moved so many people, and I think he did it for good. And I don't know, that's just my personal opinion, and whatever that's worth. I think he should be sainted by the Catholic Church.
Wow. Well,
that's a big deal, but I feel like he has moved minds and moved hearts, and inspired so many people. Isn't that what saints do? I don't know.
I'm not Catholic, so I don't know. But
I'm not either, but I would. One of our friends / fans said, "Look, you don't have to be Catholic to be a saint." Because I kind of thought you did. I kind of thought you had to be Catholic to be sainted, and
right.
then I was schooled by an expert saying, "Nope, you do not have to be a Catholic to be a saint." So I personally feel, and what does my opinion matter to the Catholic Church? It doesn't, because I'm not Catholic. However, how amazing would it be if he was sainted? And also, here's another thing. There was a ballistics expert that said the way the wound hit him, he saved a lot of lives because there was not an exit. Meaning that if it could have killed people. So somehow his body was like a fortress to save others, because I think he had a flak jacket on. I'm not sure. That's what we think. And the bullet went up.
He had a T-shirt on.
He did, but there was not an exit because if there's
Right.
an exit, they probably would have killed somebody. Thank
Somebody
goodness
else
it
too.
didn't.
Yeah.
So
Terrible. And
when
that's,
you move minds and when you like fill people's hearts, I think that's being a saint.
well, when you challenge people to think it through, um, two things are going to happen. A bunch of people are going to follow you, and a bunch of people are going to hate you.
Yep.
Can't get around it.
But that's kind of, in my opinion, sainthood. Like my
Yeah.
friend Stephanie, she's a very, very, very devout Catholic. And I would like to know what Jim Caviezel thinks. I bet Jim Caviezel would agree with that. You know, he's a very devout Roman Catholic. You know, he was in the show Madison. He was in the movie, like
Passion of
many
the
movies,
Christ.
Passion
Passion of
of the
the
Christ.
Christ.
He's going to do it again. I mean, look, Charlie
Count of
Kirk,
Monte Cristo. One of the greatest. You
Tony
ever
and
see?
Martin.
Oh,
Oh,
one
I
of the
love
greatest
that.
movies ever.
Yeah, he was so good in that.
Frequency with Dennis Quaid. Amazing.
I'm
And
just
my
saying,
co-driver for the Silver State Classic Challenge many years ago. 130 miles an hour. Yeah, yeah.
so
Me
we
and Jim in the
love.
general lease. So it was
Aw,
before Passion of the Christ, but still I like to think that God was my co-pilot and still is.
aw, JC,
That's right. 33, JC.
JC. And he starred in the movie Madison, which we love, and it's about the boat races or whatever. So we
The
have
regatta.
the Madison Regatta. So it called the movie
Madison.
Madison.
Oh, and what else? We just heard Big from Big and Rich.
What's
Big
going on with
was just
that?
mentioning, and hey, John,
I
hope
was
you're
so
watching.
confused. I was like,
We
what?
he had just mentioned that there's a high school program here that is teaching people not just music to play, but how to record it properly, how to be engineers and mixers, sound mixers, and all that. So he just mentioned Big Kenny.
But here's the thing with me. So John knows all of these people. I'm not.
I've never met. Forgive me. Big. I know he's big. Big Kenny. Never met Big Kenny. Met Cowboy Troy. Yeah.
I know, but from my
No John.
perspective, as not really into country music, I love it, but I've never really been around that genre or that business. Not much.
Have now.
So anyway, so we go to the Marsha Blackburn official send off. She's running for governor, and we totally support her.
Yep.
And John Rich is there, a friend of John's, John Schneider's, John Rich, a Big and Rich. And I'm beginning to get so confused because John Rich is very little. He's like not big. I mean, I think he's sweet and wonderful, but I'm like Big and Rich. Okay, so there's a big guy and
Well,
there's
he wasn't
Rich.
the big one.
Okay, but I'm just sharing with you all my perspective of my life with John Schneider and Big and Rich. So we went to the Marsha Blackburn event.
Yeah.
My friend is her fundraiser. My friend forever. I've known her forever. And of course, we love Marsha Blackburn, so we support her. So we go. And she's amazing. And John Rich is there. And he's so smart. And he's talking about TVA.
Yeah, he had the TVA was doing some things in his where he lives,
That he did not like.
and nobody liked it,
Nobody
and
likes
apparently the TVA is one of those government
mafia,
things.
kind of.
Well,
That's, I'm just saying.
no, but they are one of those organizations, one of those groups that apparently
Very heavy handed.
well, they're heavy-handed, but they have been given the right to be heavy-handed. They
For a
have
long time.
they have long. I don't know if they're lifetime appointments or but
And John
basically
Rich is like enough.
basically, what happens in the world is people think they are above the people they serve. It's the Tennessee Valley Authority. We are the people of the, well, here we're in Madison, but when we live in Tennessee, or people who live in Tennessee, they are the Tennesseans who live in the valley, so their needs should be of utmost concern. So John told apparently, and forgive me, John, if I'm talking out of school here, but he talked to somebody at the TVA, and they said, "Well, we'll look." And John said, "Look, I'm a songwriter. I'm going to write a song. I'm going to write a song and a
John's
song."
means hell.
And they said, "Yeah." Well, so John wrote a song and put it out, and
It's
John
working. Well done.
John
John
moved the
Rich.
TVA. So thank you, John. So if you think you don't have that, I'm no John Rich. I can't do that. Well, yes, you can. You can do that in a conversation today. You can debate somebody like Charlie would and change their mind. or
Charlie's
dare,
words.
dare, or dare to have your mind changed. But have the conversation.
Charlie's words.
This conversation isn't over. This is a movement, not a trend. Very important words. He gave his life for faith and freedom. Can I do it?
Yep.
Will you? Will we? Will I? Will you? You don't have to do it in a big, big way. You can do it in a small way. Like I said about Jimmy Kimmel. Just don't watch it. That becomes a big way. Yeah, you're right. The impact of a small thing can be huge. You don't like Jimmy Kimmel? Don't watch him. You don't like Tom Hanks? Don't go another Tom Hanks movie. I have not seen and will not see. I will watch Goodfellas again, but I think De Niro just happens to be in it.
Be careful.
No, I love everybody else. Okay?
We love Goodfellas here.
I just said I will watch Goodfellas again, but I was about to say I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to watch another Robert De Niro movie.
Paul Sorvino was amazing, and he was a conservative.
Absolutely.
And an amazing man, and we watch Goodfellas. Forget Robert De Niro, but watch it for Big Polly.
And it's right. And Joe, and it's amazing. And I tell you what, De Niro did an amazing job. De Niro always does an amazing job, but I can no longer be one of the reasons why that man can pay his mortgage. And that's a decision of mine. I made that decision with Woody Allen 25, 30 years ago. Have not seen another film. So you can speak with your actions, but you can also speak with your non-actions. No longer support. I've been preaching this, by God, it's kind of like watching Donald Trump from 1987. I've said this since there's been an internet. Don't support those things that you disagree with. Even though you think, okay, this is going to be a great movie, if somebody in it has a voice that goes against everything that you believe and everything you feel, then don't support it. Don't support it. You have tremendous power. The power of the purse, the power of the pocketbook.
Talk about the good guys.
Talk about the good guy. Gary Sinise, my God, he wrote me. He said, I love this song. This is so great. Gary Sinise is
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain's a wonderful guy. Scott Baio's a wonderful guy. There's a wonderful people out there. How about Kevin Sorbo? A wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. Wonderful use of the platform. How about David White? David A.R. White. Wonderful support.
No. But how about the guy that they're talking about that should run for governor of California?
James Woods.
I love James
Thank you,
Woods.
James.
Holy
look at me.
shit.
I look like a.
I'm sorry. I said a bad word. Tony, will you block that out?
Oh, no. You know what we need to do is we need to have a little thing. It should go Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Dee Dee.
Because James Woods. And James Woods was in Nixon with Paul. And a great guy. I mean, but he was ahead of all of us. He was ahead of John. He was ahead of everybody. James Woods has been absolutely berating the left forever. And he has been destroyed because of it. But in our one, we love him. He is amazing. So we love James Woods.
John Boyd.
John Boyd as well, for sure.
Great people out there.
Great people. So
and now we are we're not new to this, but this name in our world kind of came up kind of late and gets a lot of press, but it doesn't matter because he's on our side. He has a big voice. It's Stallone. So we appreciate that too. We appreciate people who aren't afraid to
but what do you think
speak their conservative opinions. And people should people.
I know, right?
But with Arnold, I think he's a smart man, and what he's done is he's done the math, and he's now finding out what happens to people who are that much against what a lot of people like myself, and I think I can speak for my wife, feel is common sense.
We don't care. In other words, we are warriors. We are there no matter what.
I've gotten very used to the taste of my foot too.
No. We're there no matter what. So some people that we mentioned at the end they kind of go with the wind. John and I are warriors. We are with you no matter what. We are in the conservative movement. We want America to be great again. We love our country and we will not waver no matter what. No matter what.
Amen. Make America great again. Make America safe again. Make America prosperous again. Make America lead again. Make America proud again.
Make America healthy again.
I know it makes you. Thank
Look
you.
at RFK.
Thank you, RFK.
Love you, RFK. My goodness, look what he's doing.
You know, and now we're they had a summit yesterday where apparently there's been a school of thought for decades that the vaccines of 1987, 1988, they weren't mandated, but a lot of people took the vaccines. And autism became so much on the rise in children that were born in 90, 91, 92, 93. I know that. That is factual, that there's a lot of people that believe that. I happen to believe that as well. But it's not a new idea. I'm sorry, baby.
I'm just saying,
they're throwing this out like it's a new idea.
We don't believe in a vax. We don't do vax, right, baby?
No, hell, I did a song called "Drinking the Kool-Aid."
Vax.
Y'all are out of your minds, I guess, of drinking the Kool-Aid.
We go to CVS and you're like, we love our drugstore. They're great. But I'm like, we're not doing any of the vaccinations ever.
Right. I had the polio vaccine when I was a kid. Somewhere in my 50s, I got a flu shot. I don't know why, because people said, if you get the flu shot, you're going to feel like you have the flu. I said, well, why don't I just not get it? And if I get the flu, I'll feel like I have the flu anyway.
Right.
But I gave into it. I got the flu shot. And guess what? It felt like I had the flu. So I'm up there going, I will leave you tomorrow, God. And
John and I do. We get no shots.
We don't. Well, I do get a testosterone shot.
Woo!
Hey, I'm 65. I'm 65. I'm 65 years old, and my doctor, who I love, Dr. Kidd, one of the funniest people I've ever met, said, your numbers are low. And I think so. Okay. I think that's all the time we have. Ladies and gentlemen, so glad you were here for Drinks with Dee Dee and John.
John, we love you.
We love you. Remember,
give us your recommendations for the Happy Birthday America tour. Thank you.
Yes.
You're so great.
Voice your opinion.
Thank you.
Be the change you want to see.
And don't watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Right. Love you. Love you guys.
Nobody watches anyway. That's the thing. They're making this into something because if he had great ratings, none of this would stop it. None of this would matter. Did you take the testosterone shot?
No.
Love you later. Bye.
Love you.